All right, as my thoughts are very fresh right now, you know what? I'm gonna make this real clear again and official. Unless it's about actual group hangouts, which I won't do for a while still, I am done once again doing group chats or just chatting on group chats, being involved in group chats until further notice. So, as you can see in part of the title right there, you know, it says back to individual texting. So right after the group text incident, the very ugly incident, I went straight back to individual texting. So it's going to be just like that again. I am making it official, except the only exception is when it comes to group hangouts plans. When it comes to group hangout plans, which in this case I will not think about doing for a while. And when it comes to group hangouts, you know, I think I said it in yesterday's chat, where I will, I would only limit to 2 friends at a time. So for example, if it's, 1 to 2 friends at a time. For example, if it's Russ and Dewey, Neil and the boss, Robbie and Julio, Carlos and Russ, Anastasia and Cecilia, like that. That's what I was planning on. So it's just limited to that, at least for the meantime. If I decide to do that, so possibly just small group hangouts like that, and or just maybe one-on-one like I did with Julio and Neil not that long ago. So here's the thing. I've just been nothing but a total embarrassment. Yes, I'm going to hold myself accountable for all these beast mode rants that I've made, these really ugly sayings of, about the negativity upon myself that I put upon, obviously saying while I was seemingly in panic attack mode that I'm not getting the help that I need, or no, it's like this help is not helping me on all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? So, it's I've gotten to that point where I'm just gonna stop going on regularly, okay? Even on the ones where it comes to sports updates, I think I'm gonna stop that too. So remember, when I left my entire friend circle toward the end of January, I had 4 months off to myself. So and then I came back slowly in June, and I thought all was gonna do good, but I think I rushed myself back. I said it before. I said it on, I said it. What was it? I said it like sometime last weekend. I even told the guys about it on the everyone group chat that I rushed myself back too soon. Like coming back from an injury that's not even close to 100%, and just aggravating it. In this case, I'm aggravating my mental injury. As far as like my mental inconsistencies and still doing this stuff. Yeah, I'm not gonna say what I said in the group text incident. Obviously, that's taking it way too far, and I know I'm not gonna do that again for damn sure. However, like what I did after the group text incident, I'm gonna stick to just individual texting, or just whatever I need, or if I want to hang out with that person, like, hey Neil, can I hang out with you, this and that, or Julio, can I hang out with you, this and that, Robbie, same thing, or if it's just 2 people max. I don't know when I'm gonna go to at least 3 or more, because I used to do that a lot before the group text incident, and even when I was at my worst moments. I've done that a lot. Last year, the year before, so it became a regular thing for me, where it was 3 to 4 people in the group, and I've done it a lot. Mostly it was me, Russ, Dewey, a boss, Neil, or it's just, Midas, one of those guys, or, sometimes we even have Ray in there, right? So I don't know when I'll get to that. I gotta find my comfort zone on doing it, right? As far as breakfast only, I will see when I can do that as well. Whenever I decide to do so, at least I talked with Carlos again. But yeah, man, for the most part, I'm just literally gonna stop being so much involved in group chats unless the group chats are about hangout plans, strictly hangout plans, and that's that. Because let's face it, I mean, the only people that are really active is me and Russ. Okay. At one point it was a boss. At one point it was Julio. At one point it was Nathan. Right? So I mean, it's like, look, I know I'm the Nut Ballers leader. I gotta drive the energy to get some people in, right? But at this point, if Russ wants to continue doing group chats, that's fine. He can continue the group chat, and our boss, Carlos, Neil, will get involved. As for me, I think I'm gonna stop, with the exception of when it comes to group hangouts. I just can't really, I've just caused so much embarrassment, dude, and so much negative energy that after what happened last Saturday and even before that, it's just been a total embarrassment. And I can keep apologizing and what have you, but like Robbie said right after the group text incident, he said, apologies ain't SH. It's actions. It's all about actions. So I know my mental health has not really been, up to par. It has not improved a single bit. Well, I mean, yeah, I don't even know if it's really improved that much, to be honest. Knowing the life that I'm still in, it's going into the month of July at this point, it's just like I'm running out of words to say, man. I know I'm exhausted. I know I'm mentally exhausted. I know that I'm just living this kind of life that I'm trying to get better at. I'm tired of saying, or just repeating rather, what I have to say in my past videos, because I know for a fact that it's still going to be there. So I can keep I can keep on expressing my frustrations about just what I'm going through here and there, but it's no point, because I know I'm going to be having this kind of life for a while, unless I can do something to change it. So on top of me just avoiding group chats for a while, unless they are strictly about group hangouts, I gotta continue to focus on myself like I did before. That's why I was very active on my job hunting. That was why I was also very active, on other things to focus on myself. And because, yeah, right now it's like, I think I need to focus more on my mental health. And with the mental help that I'm getting, I think I need to focus on that so much more, because I want to make sure that I am learning what my therapist is telling me, because right now everything that's happened is that I'm losing control. And by doing what I did on the group chats, like telling them, oh yeah, well, the help is not helping me, this and that. Well, you know what? I think I only made myself think like that by telling them. And that, for Neil, he says, it might take some time. I will agree to that because, it is my first time doing therapy. And now, with what I'm being prescribed with, something new, it's, that may change the state that I'm in, the mental state that I'm in, or they may not, because I heard it's supposed to be stronger. We'll see. Maybe that's why now I made the decision to just avoid being in these nutballer group chats. Look, the ones on Facebook Messenger, I was in them even after the group text incident, and then I eventually left them. I know Cecilia, Anastasia, and John Kirkconnell, and some of the other guys, they were there, and I saw that Anastasia left too. I gotta reconnect with Anastasia. I forgot her number, and for the most part, it's not even in my contacts list for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah, man, it's like, for me, I know I completely embarrassed myself, and I know I just brought too much negative energy. It's like a repeat of what happened last year and the year before, and it's just like, how much longer will this continue? Who knows? Like I said in one of my older videos, that I don't know if it's if I'm gonna get more out of, like, if I might end up saying something worse than what is said in the group text incident, because after the group text incident, I thought, what, it was gonna be over. I know I got to do what I got to do, gain the help that I need, and when I come back to these group chats, I told myself I was gonna get a new job, and hey, that's when I'll start coming back. And guess what? I came back, and I'm still in this job. That's not what my plan was, man. I really, if I had to be out longer, then I would. Okay? If I had to be out longer, then I would. Because when the first time I came back to one of those group chats, I said, hey, yeah, I'm sorry for this and that. And then, I said, hey, I'll drive me by to talk to you guys later. And then all of a sudden, I came back regularly, and the rest is history, man. It just continues on. I said what I said. It's almost like fireworks coming back into that group chat, like before, like last year and the year before that. I mean, you wouldn't think that these guys are tired. I know they're tired. They don't want to hear that from me anymore. You know what I'm saying? Even guys like Robbie and Julio and Ray, and it's like, I'm gonna give them their peace, man, because some of us are just going through some rough times right now, but for the most part, I mean, for my sake, I gotta do what I gotta do. Like I said, Russ can be part of these chats and what have you, and just go from there. I'm just not going to be willing to respond. Like, I think I just brought too much negative energy into that chat, and a lot of what I said is just way out of bounds. And I know at some point all these guys are just tired of it, and I even saw what Julio said in that everyone group chat. Oh wow, 46 messages. Yeah, I'm gonna stop. Unless it's group hangout plans, then I just gotta stop. So I'm doing myself a favor. Just stick to individual texting for the most part, and I gotta continue to do what I gotta do, because there's really nothing much I'm missing out on, especially social media. So with Facebook just being what it is now, and even if I did come back over there, nothing much is going to change. Or even if I if I go back on Instagram, I found my satisfaction just doing these basketball shoot-arounds and gaining numbers that are more satisfactory to me than the number of likes and comments that I get on my Facebook and Instagram posts. I mean, good posts, you know. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, dude, I think it's just best that, while I'm still out of social media and just being out of these group chats, I think it'll give me a chance to just, really learn more, about and understanding better the purpose of therapy, the purpose of mental health in general. So I know when I'm ready to go back and mingle like I did, then I am already in better hands. But in the meantime, I gotta quit it. I have to just quit it right now. There's just no way that I'm gonna continue and just like seeing a repeat or continuation of what happened last year. There's just no way. That's basically a repeat of what I said last year. The only difference is I'm not talking bad about any of those guys. Well, except a little bit of Andrew, but because I know he's fed up too. I mean, it's like I'm even seeing guys like Paula. I mean, Paula hasn't even gotten back to me in a long time now. I've emailed her twice. Sam hasn't even gone back to me. I think that I don't know if Paula is still even in her job still. Who knows? Did she get laid off? I don't know. But as far as this is concerned, I just gotta stop. Okay. There's just I just think it's just for the betterment of my mental health that I gotta just focus on doing what I'm doing. Point blank, period. Because this is getting way out of hand. I'm admitting it myself, and it's going to continue to go out of hand if I continue to be there. So I'm doing myself a favor. I don't want any of these guys to continue seeing me like this, especially guys like William and Robbie. So I'm going to give them their full peace until I am going to get better at what I do. My mental health, that is. All right. You guys let me know what you think. I'm sorry that I got to do this. If Russ wants to continue, good for him. More power to him. So I will see you all later. And y'all have a nice rest of your day.